Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Discard Dead, where we like to open boosters, boxes and decks of dead and out of print trading card games. Today we have a starter deck of the YuYu Hakusho trading card game. Released by Score in 2003, this game is based on the anime and manga series of the same name, pitting two players managing their own teams of fighters and they battle it out for glory in one of the many dark tournaments that are hosted in the mortal and spirit realms. Each player uses a team of 4 characters and a 40 card deck of techniques, items, events, and other supporting characters to battle with, and victory can be claimed when a player wins 3 out of 5 one-on-one matches, or if the opponent runs out of cards in their deck. Personally, I really enjoyed the YuYu Hakusho anime. In a sea of shonen fighting anime, it was a nice change from the lightheartedness of some, with its darker and somewhat slightly more mature story, and nowhere near a massive power creeper, I think, like Dragon Ball Z. Speaking of power creep, it was one of the reasons why this game stopped running. In 2005 it finished with only 5 sets. Each subsequent expansion featured considerably more powerful cards than the last. So on the back of it, it says we have one team pack of 6 foil cards. These can be one of 4 groups, 4 fighters and 2 other cards that'll fit your deck, and a 40 card pre-constructed deck, as well as a rulebook playmat and spirit energy counters. Anyway, let's get into it. Side opening, that's great. Very easy. Okay, so we have, let's see. We have our rulebook, the Spirit Detective Manual. We have our little playmat. We have our spirit energy counters. A 40 card pre-constructed deck. And, okay. A welcome pack, that's interesting. Huh. And we've got our character pack. Let's rip this first. So there are actually 4 different character packs that we can get, as I mentioned. There's Team Urameshi, Team Toguro, Team Ichigaki, and Team Rokuyukai. Looks like we've got the Ichigaki team. So here's Dr. Ichigaki. That's some really nice foiling, by the way, too. M1, M2, M3, and we have Botan's Healing and Circles of Inferno with a little, you can see that there on the side, a little foil line from printing. Cool, okay. Let's have a look at our 40 card deck. So we'll go through this and then I'll go over some of the cards that are, some of the card types that are in this deck. So we have Ali Fight for Eikichi. We have Goku Monkey, Botan's Ore, Kitty Love, Psychic Spyglass, Shards of Winter, Zombies on the Hunt, Shibato Shining Sword, Abnormal Endurance, I think you'd need that for that particular form, Desperate Temper, Power Slam, Spiritual Safeguard, Fists of the Mortal Flame, Senseless Helmet, Shadow Sword, Stunned, Guru of Engagement, Timeout, Bamboo, Axeblade Fist, Armor of the Hyena, Protective Restraint, Feast of Souls, Idun Box, Fishing Pole, Fervor of Fury, Investigation, Armor of the Ape, another Fishing Pole, Efflux, Really Big Axe, Improvised Weapon, Rando Appears, Weapons Master, Power Serum, Sabotage, A Man's Promise, another Feast of Souls, Combat Knives, and another Combat Knives. Let me just quickly split these up. Okay, so we've had a look at some characters in our foil pool pack. So I'm just gonna go over them really quickly. I won't worry about Goku Monkey, but we have our character. Character's name. This little dot here, this little red dot shows the alignment. So a red dot will show that it's an evil character. A blue dot will show a good character. Character's defense. Any attacks and effects or abilities. And we have the team affiliation icon. So all these cards have the Ichigaki team icon there. Goku Monkey, on the other hand, does not have a team affiliation, can be used in any team. The reason why team affiliation icons are important, if at least 3 characters on your team share the same icon, then they'll get a team bonus, which is specific for each team. Let's see. And then we have... let's see. So we have got techniques. Techniques are attacks that may or may not have special effects. To use a technique, you need to discard a number of cards from your hand equal to the number next to it, and you'll get an increase in your attack. So Shards of Winter will increase for 4,000 for discarding a card. Axe Blade Fist 2,000 for 0, etc. We have items showing off some of the tools and weapons that can be equipped to characters to increase their strength or give them special attacks or abilities. So Botan's Aura is a simple attack booster. Psychic Spyglass, your opponent plays with the cards in their hand face up. And so on and so on. Some will increase defense. And Idon Box, you can discard this card to gain 2 spirit power. And so on. And then finally we have events. Events represent powerful moments or special plot twists in the anime. Again, they'll enhance a character's power in preparation for combat, or they'll let you draw cards, or etc. Or let you discard cards from your opponent's hand, and so on. If a card has these little spirit dots, that's the number of spirit power points that you must spend to use the card. So gameplay is relatively simple. Each player takes turns drawing cards and boosting their spirit energy, playing techniques and other cards to boost their active fighter, and then unleashing attacks. You have your 4, let's see. Let's just have it set up here. So you'll start the game with your 4 characters all face down. You'll have your active character, and then you'll have your 3 on standby. During your turn, you draw 2 cards, you gain 2 spirit power points, or spirit energy points, and then you can discard cards from your hand to play techniques. You spend spirit energy to play event cards. You can play equipment to your character, and then you attack. It's your character's attack versus your opponent's defense. If your attack succeeds and your attack is higher, then you will deal 1 point of damage to your opponent. If a character has damage dealt to them, they'll simply turn their card around. When your card is restored back to its regular position, then that character has been defeated and is discarded. If you can defeat 3 of your opponent's characters, you'll win. Anyway, that was pretty much it. That's basically how the game goes and what a starter deck would look like. Be sure to check out the how to play video that I'll post a little bit later. And just have a great day, guys. Okay, bye. I was gonna keep this little welcome pack sealed, but I'm kind of curious. I'm sure there must be at least one of you out there that's curious as well. So let's have a look. So first of all, what is this? Oh, this is another playmat. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a demo playmat. Right. we have a Yusuke card, Spirit Gun Double, Technique. We've got Combat Knives Equipment, item. We've got an Abnormal Endurance Event, Pocket Communicator. Pocket Communicator card. We've got Yusuke's deck and Rando's deck. Ah, cool. Yeah, so this is like a little demo test deck thing. That's really nice. How thoughtful. Rando and a Kazamaru card. Fervor of Fury. Ultimate Test ×2. Okay, so Yusuke's deck is a Yusuke, Spirit Gun Double, Combat Knives, Abnormal Endurance, and a Pocket Communicator. And Rando's deck is a Rando, Kazamaru, Fervor of Fury, Desperate Temper. What? Okay, so it says here that we're supposed to have a Desperate Temper card, but I can't seem to find one, and we have 2 Ultimate Tests instead. So that's very interesting. Anyway, so that was the welcome pack, the little welcome demo pack for the YuYu Hakusho trading card game. See ya.